from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, up into Virginia and all around the world, it is episode 636 of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. I am Rody Rob. I will be your host for the evening, as I am usually on Monday nights for our show. We welcome you here via our YouTube live stream or Twitch, after the fact on our podcast, anywhere you may be. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, the like button, the bell to follow, and if you're on a podcast, do all the relevant same things there as well. Tonight, since, we are on the road to Wrestlemania, and I know we did start about 30 minutes later than we usually do, and that's intentional. We're on the road to Wrestlemania, and I know we kind of moved away from talking about Raw as a center theme to our show here on Monday nights. But with respect to Mania, the granddaddy of all pay-per-views, love it or hate it, WWE, we felt like we should probably be more centric back on Raw for a few weeks anyway to gear up into that big event, which is, wrestling royalty, if you will. So we're going to talk a lot about Raw tonight. We got some extra dirt sheets as well. I can't do it alone, and you all should know that by now. So I want to welcome to the show your friend and mine, the biased one, the bionic one, Mr. Brian, fresh off his announcing gig up in wherever he was. I don't know where he is anymore. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing well. I'm in Virginia right now. The show was in New Jersey at the Monster Factory. It was awesome, man. I was just telling you, but as you can hear, my voice is still recovering. It was fun though.
It's still recovering, and you got to do ring announcing for Austin Aries. That's cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool. That there were a few other big names on the card, but the whole show was fucking awesome, man. It was so much fun.
Did he come in the ring and was he like, Brian, you got to stop eating dairy, man?
No, he didn't do any of that. He didn't cut any kind of vegan promos or anything. Okay. I mean, it was all business. I mean, he was great in the ring, I gotta say. I mean, the whole show was great.
That's cool. I'm glad you had that experience. Your voice is a little dragging the night, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna have a good show.
Will.
Yeah, we're gonna talk some good wrestling conversation tonight. As you may notice, that the other member of our dais is not with us. If you're on the podcast, you can't see that, but Adam is not joining us tonight. We're going to send our best wishes out to the A-Bomb in full kayfabe, drop the fourth wall, because we're all family on this show, and to all those that listen to us. Adam he got admitted to the hospital, had some issues going on. He's getting checked out so far. Everything is good. No COVID. Don't have the Rona. Not a heart attack, not a stroke. None of that bad stuff. Just having some issues and getting checked out. I'm sure he'll be back here talking over us and cutting us off sooner than you know, right? So, we wish Adam the very best. And if you're on, hit him at Marked Out A-Bomb on Twitter and give him some well wishes. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. But we do have other people here to help us in this adventure of talking about the fantastic industry of pro wrestling, and more specifically Raw tonight. On our YouTube live chat board, some of our Hall of Famers, some of our lieutenants out of the thousands and thousands that are viewing us on all of our platforms. Let's join. We got Stike Leather on the board. Hall of Famer, I should say, Stike Leather. We got
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer Daniel Price, 2021 Hall of Famer Daniel Price. And we've got Perfect 11 on the board as well. I'm sure he might get that Hall of Famer moniker one day if we're even still around by then. So we'll see. Not really saying anything much on the board. Brian's going to be monitoring the board as well for us. And we're going to take it back, Brian, since we're going to go Raw-centric tonight. We're going to take it back old school, Brian.
This almost feels like, a two-man show. It almost feels like the takedown.
It feels like the takedown. It's been a long time. We're a little rusty on the duet here, aren't we? You got to jump into it. So let's jump into it with an old school one here, Brian. You ready for this? Here it is.
Extra big ass topics.
Yes, we're going to do the extra big ass topics tonight. Extra big ass topics for Monday Night Raw. And more specifically, I came up with 5 questions, Brian. 5 questions from tonight.
Okay.
From the storyline and the matches that we saw. 5 questions that we're gonna mow through real quick. And then we're going to have some quick thoughts after that and some stuff that we really don't need to talk about too much. I want to say before I jump into the first question, Brian, I want to say that this is the first time that I watched Raw attentively in weeks. You know,
same thought, bro.
Same thought. So usually it's on the side. I'm doing other things. I'm watching it. Then we do the show and we kind of talk about whatever we talk about. Tonight I was in it, and now I don't know if I'm wearing rose-colored here, Brian. I thought tonight, actually, with a few exceptions, I thought was actually a pretty good wrestling program.
I'm with you. I mean, the matches themselves, specifically Morrison and Riddle, I thought was really awesome. But no, I mean, the whole concept, the whole thing with the Miz having to make a decision, it was good. It kept me entertained the whole time. It
is. I agree with you. And as far as the matches goes, I was also going to say that, and I can throw this in now because it's not really one of the big topics. But the Garza, I thought that the Garza and Damian Priest match was going to be much more of a squash. I thought Priest was going to run over him, and not because Garza's not capable, but because that just seemed like the direction they're taking him. Right. And I was watching it going, wow, no, this is actually a really good match. Good storytelling, good back and forth.
It was. I mean, they're definitely pushing Priest super strong, and I mean, forget about Bad Bunny. I have no idea how long. I mean, have you heard anything? Do you know how long Bad Bunny is going to be like on WWE? He had the title on SNL over the weekend. I don't know if you watched.
Yeah, I did watch, and I saw it, and I was curious. I was thinking about that tonight and wondering how he takes. Does he just take a roll up? Is that what's going to happen with him eventually, or is he going to relinquish the title and never officially lose it, and then we got a battle royal for the 24/7? I actually think that'd be the better option, or he just takes it. He just takes it away, and we never see it again. That's actually I actually like that more now that I'm saying it out loud.
He just leaves forever.
Just leaves, and that belt is gone forever. Will Wagner joining us on the board. Will Wagner, I don't even know.
Hey, Will.
I don't even know who you are. All right, so here we go. Let's start with, as always, we got to start like this. Wait, I hit the wrong button. I didn't have the sound up.
1.
There we go. Question topic number 1, however you want to put it. Is this a short run for The Miz, or does Lashley not winning here ruin the good build he's had? And let me break into that, and then I'll throw it to you, Brian. Is first on the topic of Lashley. Well, I guess we can kind of put them together. So Miz gets the belt first time in 10 years, right? And I don't think anybody's upset about that. You're not upset about that, right?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm more surprised than anything. I mean, when we were recording yesterday the pay-per-view reactions, I was actually kind of blown away that Miz was that he won. No, not only won, I wanted him to cash in. That much we kind of saw that coming. But the fact that he actually won and the way that he did it with having Lashley involved, that was very different, and they were able to build off of that tonight too.
Right. Now I agree with you, but I want to look at the build off of that comment you just made. Because we kind of thought that making a deal with MVP and Lashley shows up, we put 2 and 2 together thinking, oh, they're going to play this where Lashley's going to get a title shot eventually, right? And keyword there for me was eventually. Like down the road, they were going to cash in this favor, if you will. Cash in for the cash in. And so what I'm worried about is, since the creation of the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, has been pushed more correctly than he had been pushed since his tenure, this tenure on WWE.
Oh yeah,
it's we've always said we want to be a monster. They built him up to be one. He was winning matches. He was being successful. He was in a good strongman gimmick, and he still is. But now he goes into this match, and now that Braun's out of it, Braun lost the match at the end, so you can't use Braun as the buffer to save Miz or to save Lashley and give Miz the pin, right?
Right.
So now you're either going to have a hook or crook finish, which if Miz is a good squirmy heel, he'll do. Or you have Miz beat Lashley, which I think blunts Lashley's momentum to lose to the Miz, honestly. Or you have Lashley win to propel him to Fastlane, maybe even Mania, and then you kind of throw Miz to the fucking gutter as he just cashed in for the first time in 10 years.
Which would make him a transitional champion.
Well, in every sense of the word, right?
Right.
Every sense of the word. So the confusion, so I don't know if this is a good thing, the fact that I'm confused by these many avenues, or if I'm happy, or if I'm upset, or I'm trying to look at it in a positive mindset. I'm reading a new book about being more positive. I'm trying to take the negative out of my life, you know?
For sure, man. I'm all about it.
And so that's what I'm looking at here. Am I looking at this too negatively, Brian? Or are these different options all positives? And if Lashley does lose, does it blunt his momentum?
I mean, if he loses, yeah, it'll definitely stop his momentum a little bit. But what I kind of, and here's something actually I want to get your opinion on. I want to see if you actually think this will pan out.
Okay.
One of the things that I heard is that Miz and Lashley, Lashley's going to go over Miz, and Lesnar is going to challenge. We're going to get Lesnar and Lashley at Mania finally, because that's a match that Lashley has been kind of vouching for years. We've never had it before.
Right.
I know he's not with the company right now, but it is WrestleMania time. Maybe he wants the big paycheck. I don't fucking know.
So it's a huge Mark dream. I mean, that's what us Marks have been yelling about for years. Oh, we want Lashley and Lesnar, right? And I think that was before we had the complete domination of Lesnar for several years, and we all kind of got, tired of him.
Sure.
Right? So now you're saying, oh, Mania's coming up. Obviously, that's when the big names start to return for their,
right.
One match a year. And, okay, so let's play that role for a minute. Let's say that Lashley beats Miz, takes the title. Good for him. I won't be upset necessarily that Lashley wins the title. I might have reservations about Miz losing it, but I won't be upset about Lashley winning it. Is Lashley winning it? Is that enough for us to accept the reemergence of Brock Lesnar, or would we automatically all throw up in our mouths?
No, I would throw up.
Yeah,
I would throw up. I mean, I would be happy that Lashley has the title. I guess. I don't know, and that's another thing. What are they going to do? Heel versus heel with Miz and Lashley, or is Lashley and the Hurt Business going to go more towards the babyface? I don't know. It's all really weird.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go babyface. They're definitely not going that way.
So either.
But it's a great point to bring up. So let's play a thought experiment game. Well, let me jump on the board, then we'll play a thought experiment. On the board, Stykler says, I think Miz's title run is going to be like Brock's was when he cashed in. Either it ends next week or Lashley takes it at Fastlane, the first pay-per-view on Peacock. So they're saying that Lashley's going to win it on Peacock.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I can see that happening.
So something happens next week on Raw to delay or dismantle the match, pushing it to the Peacock pay-per-view. I'm not going to call it Fast. I'm going to call it Peacock.
Peacock party or
Peacock,
I don't know.
Peacocking.
Yeah.
And Lashley wins it there. And then Brock shows up at Fastlane to put his name in the hat, and then we have that, right? So that's one thing. Let's look at it another way. Let's say if Miz wins, okay? And you just brought up that heel-to-heel dynamic. Who is the face counter to Miz's heel? Is it Drew? Is that your only option?
I think so. And actually, speaking of Drew, thank you for bringing him up, because I also read another article, and take this for whatever it is, that one of the reasons they took the title off of him was that they want him to win it at Mania, because he's a 2-time champion, and he's won it all of his reigns were during the COVID era, so there was no fans or anything. This year there's going to be fans, so they want him to actually win the title and have some sort of fanfare around him. So that's another line of thinking right there.
Yeah, so Stykler, they're saying that same thing on the board. And here's my thing, and I get that, and that's more of a attaboy, we're going to give this to you. And
right.
That's never really seemed like a Vince style, personally, in my opinion. But there's also a risk in that. And the luxury that WWE has had for the past year is they could do anything they wanted to do without the fans having an opinion, right? They don't care about Twitter. You say what you want on Twitter, they're going to do what they want to. But it's the fans in the crowds during the shows and other people are watching that approves and disapproves and sets a tone in a lot of cases that management can't ignore sometimes. If Drew comes in, and I personally think I don't hate Drew, but I'm not big on him being the face of the company and the champion. I'm just not, personally. And I think that I represent a demographic of wrestling fans, not all of them. Is there a risk that if that's the case, that he goes to Mania to win his title back against Lashley, that it doesn't work out the way they want it to? The crowd rejects Drew as...
I don't think they'll reject him.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think that he's... No, definitely not. I mean, I don't think that he's at that level where... No, I feel like he's one of the guys that people enjoy watching and cheering for.
Okay. Yeah, Dana Price saying that no way the Wiz. There's no way Miz walks into Mania with the title.
I thought he said no. There's no way he walks out of Mania with the title. I think there's a possibility he walks into Mania with the title. He's done it before, right?
Yeah.
I just don't think that there's no way he leaves Mania with the title.
Well, okay. On the argument, and we're going to move on from this soon, but on the argument, I think we can all agree that this has been a good year for Lashley.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Her business is definitely one of the big things on Raw.
You usually want the person who's had the good year to be highlighted in Mania, one for one, right? Miz, this hasn't necessarily been the year of the Miz. You know, and Lashley just lost the U.S. title and is showing no signs. There's no signs that he's ever going to look back at it, right? They've moved on. Riddle had his match tonight. Bobby didn't even address it. Not even a big fucking deal, right? Afterthought. So, 11, I don't think the crowd will reject Drew, even if he's booed. WWE will pump in the cheers anyway. Well, I mean, yeah.
Maybe.
So, I don't know. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, how many people are going to be in the crowd? Did they say, like, what kind of number we're talking here?
What did Super Bowl had? Super Bowl had like 15,000, was that? Something like that. I can't remember. If you're on the board.
Like that's a lot.
Yeah, if you're on the board, let us know how many people. Well, I mean, you're talking about a stadium that holds, I mean, how many people?
25, 30,000 maybe?
No, it's a football stadium. It's not an arena.
Oh, so what? More? Less?
More. Yeah,
No.
Definitely more. I mean,
50,000.
You're probably looking more close to 60, 70,000, I would think, for Raymond James.
Wait, are we talking like just regular, like if there weren't limited capacity?
No, yeah. So the actual capacity of the arena is got to be, is probably closer to 70,000, give or take,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Right, and so 11 says they're aiming for 30,000.
30. Okay, that sounds reasonable.
That would be half of the arena.
That's still a lot.
Let me point this out. I want to point this out, and this is something that's always been. You know, we always rail about COVID here. But first off, Tampa's already shown to be irresponsible when it comes to having anything in a crowd right now, right? And two, you can spread 30,000 people out in that stadium and give them social distancing, and you're outdoors, so cool. But you know, there's only so many entrances and exits. Everybody's still walking through the concourses together,
right?
And fucking going to the bathrooms together.
Buying food.
Yeah, I mean, you're still gonna have the sheep herd going into the front doors when they open, where everybody's mooing and doing the Ric Flair woos and shit like that when they're walking. So, I mean, anyway, that's a whole different topic.
Well, I think when we went to Mania, there was like, I think it's like something 80 or 85,000. Like they cram a shit ton of people in there.
Yeah, they do. Well, you got to figure.
So 30 is like half or less than half.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure the stadium. If the stadium seats 70, give or take 70,000, you still have the floor too. I mean, how many hundreds of people can you fit on the field? So
Sure.
I mean, that's large too. So. See, Stegler says he believes 26,000 people were at Super Bowl. So that's
26. Okay.
Yeah. New Japan. Danny Price. New Japan spreads people out like every 3 seats and doesn't allow them to cheer or boo. Just clap and use thundersticks. That's all they. If you've ever watched a Japanese wrestling match, they don't cheer or boo. They just clap.
Pretty much. I mean, it's evolved a little bit, but for the most part, that's very true.
All right.
Or stomp your feet. That's a new thing too.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet. Yeah.
Doom,
Instead of like clapping or doing anything like that.
Conspiracy. All right.
2.
This should be a quick one. Is the U.S. title irrelevant again?
Oh, you said irrelevant?
Irrelevant.
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 Well, I would say yes, but the introduction of what's his name, Travis,
Travis, the
bird
bird,
that's on
the Nazi eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny, but I mean, it gets like more ridiculous every week seeing Riddle out there. Like they just try to make him more of a stoner.
Yeah.
Like as the weeks progress.
I was thinking that too. Like in NXT, he was presumed to be a stoner, but he wasn't playing a stoner. And now he's full-fledged stoner. Like Vince is like, "Hey, come here, hippie. I want you to be totally a weed head. You know, all the grass you smoke. Act like you're smoking
reefer.
it. Yeah, the Reefer Madness. That's your new name. We're gonna call you RM Riddle, Reefer Madness Riddle. So I feel like they had a good direction going for the U.S. title. I don't think they're. To me, it seems like Riddle's going to be, here's a match occasionally, but not that often. The belt doesn't mean anything anymore. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong, too, because, I mean, I really like Riddle. It's so weird not calling him Matt Riddle. I really like, bleh, almost did it again.
Riddle.
I really like Riddle, but I hope that they don't treat it, I want it to be like a mid-card title that I give a shit about. I think he could do it, but it's just, we all know it's just a matter of how he's booked.
Yeah. I think that belt would be better served on somebody like Angel Garza. Honestly, they're not going to push Riddle. I don't think they will.
You don't think so?
I think he's at his ceiling. I really do.
Oh man!
Unless the old man has a stroke, I think he's at his ceiling. You're fun. You're like. I mean, let's think about somebody. Godfather. Godfather was fun, right? But they never pushed him further than he needed to go because he was a gimmicky character.
Sure.
And Riddle's been turned into a gimmicky character.
He has, but I mean, he still has the ability. I mean, that's still there. Although they did put him on scooter tonight. I don't know if that's like his new thing.
The scooter? Yeah.
The scooter, yeah. He's like Darby Allin, but
all I know is
quite as.
I let my 10-year-old stay up a little late and watch Raw, and usually I make her go to bed, but I let her stay and watch Raw, and she saw Riddle throw the flip-flops off, and she was like, "Oh my God, how did he do that? It's so crazy! Oh my God, Daddy, can you do that?" I'm like, "No, I can't do that.
No,
I mean, I can smoke the weed part, but I can't.
Yeah,
The flip-flops,
exactly.
I can't do that. Anything on the board worth a damn?
Let's see over here. DP is calling him Barefoot McBrostein.
Oh,
whatever.
Creative.
Perfect 11 says, "Come on, Riddle. Come on, Riddle just won it. It's too early to tell. Riddle's a great worker, and his match with Morrison was great. If we get Riddle versus Keith Lee at Mania, I'll be really happy." Very good point.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what the fuck is going on with Keith Lee?
Yeah,
he was pulled from the match yesterday. Have you heard anything?
No, I mean we knew that that Mia had COVID and he had to quarantine for that. That's why he wasn't in Rumble. And she's back obviously because she was there tonight. So I don't. There might be something that we're missing. Either he's hurt, maybe he's quarantining again, maybe he just couldn't be there, or maybe they're just not booking him. I'm not sure. I agree.
That makes me upset.
Yeah, Riddle and Keith Lee would be great at Mania. But let's not make the comment, "Come on, Riddle just won it. It's too early to tell." They're not going to push Riddle. I just don't think they will. I honestly, Vince supposedly doesn't get Keith Lee, said Dana Price. Well, that's because they're making him wear that fucking shirt.
Yeah, right.
So
throw this on.
Let's make sure we accent your belly. Let's just do that.
Yes. Very big arms.
Yeah, that's good.
3.
Topic 3 is brought to you by PhoenixFit.com. FNXFIT.com. Use the promo code marked out 15.
No, just marked out.
Just marked out all one word. Marked out all one word. You get 20% off your order. PhoenixFit.com. FNXFIT.com. Fuck it. You're not using it. Doesn't matter. All right.
No, hey, I'm actually putting my order in for, they have turmeric pills, and they also have apple cider vinegar gummies.
Oh, really? That might be interesting. And the CBD. You get CBD stuff there too. It's pretty cool.
I think they have CBD, and they also have, I just ran out of mine. I just finished it. They have krill oil pills, so I've been taking that too. So trying to get the wellness in 2021. The
krill, that's a species from Marvel.
The krill?
Yeah.
I thought it was a fish.
I don't know. They're blue. And
I don't think I'm eating Marvel pills. Krill.
The krill.
Oil.
Yeah, they're blue. They're like Ronin was krill.
Well, Oh no, the
Guardians.
Blue. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Is it Star Wars?
No, yeah, that's what it is. They're part of the Boba Fett clan.
Oh,
yeah, it's okay. Topic 3. Did they realize that Retribution was a mistake? We saw Ali go off tonight. You guys don't win shit. Blah, blah, blah. It almost sounded like they just play one of our tapes from a previous episode.
Right.
They don't win shit. Actually, before Ali went off, Brian, I was watching fucking T-Boz and Left Eye, and I was like, this is such a waste of fucking talent, man.
Yep.
Such a waste of talent.
I wonder if this is the biggest, like you said, waste of talent, like as a faction that I've ever seen. I mean, there's so many freaking talented people. It's not like I mean, I guess maybe Mace is probably the lowest guy on the totem pole as far as, ability, I guess.
Real
but
names.
All the other guys, I mean, Shane Thorne, fucking Dijakovic, are you kidding me? Mia Yim, I mean, all of them.
Yeah, Shane Thorne's good, but he's plain Jane.
Well, I think it's just the way that they kind of they name you fucking, what's his name, Slapdick.
Yeah.
I mean, Slapdick, and they give him a Jason mask. There's only so much that you can do. I mean, I don't even think he talks.
Yeah, and T-Boz, I've already forgotten his fucking real name, so now I'm just like, you've lost me on him.
Tybar.
T-Bar. What was his name in NXT?
Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah, Dominic Dick Jack. That's right. I fucking
Dick Jack.
See, they've ruined him for me. I can't even remember his fucking name. He was awesome, and now he's my daughter again watching with me. She goes, "Daddy, who's Bane?"
Oh, really?
Yeah. And why is he so big and he's losing? I don't know, baby.
Great question.
I don't know, because Vince had a heart on the squash people who did well in NXT, and he did that. It's been a fundamental disaster.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the way that it looked tonight with Ali's promo, it definitely seemed that way, that they were kind of either he's looking to replace them or they're going to kick him out, or I don't fucking know.
No, and that's part of what I said I think it was a decent episode of Raw, because they may have addressed something that we've been saying. This is stupid. You let this run longer than you let Underground run, and maybe you finally got the fucking gist. This is not working.
Yeah. On the board, Stikelether is saying that Keith Lee's out with a legit arm injury, so it's going to be a few weeks.
All
so
right,
there's that. And then DP just said it's like Mad Max gone really stupid and lackluster. Yeah,
it does.
It sucks.
Very good.
I mean, it doesn't. They don't suck. They're all fucking great. But
yeah, I'd love to see Mia Yim in a women's division.
Right.
Absolutely. I'd love to see fucking Dijakovic fucking throwing down with some people. Absolutely. I would rather see them than I would Damian Priest. I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy.
That's mean.
I'm not a Priest fan. It's just kind of lame to me. And maybe it's the Bad Bunny thing. I don't know.
4.
Top number 4. Does Rhea's promo package to announcing her arrival to Raw, does she get inserted into Mania for the title? Is it going to be Charlotte and Asuka? Or is Rhea going to sneak in it for a triple threat? Or is Rhea going to take a spot from Charlotte? Or is Charlotte and Rhea going to have a match and Asuka's going to do something different? Rhea's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, she was on the Mania card last year, though, wasn't she? Wasn't it her and Charlotte?
Was that Mania? No, I thought that was their pay-per-view.
Oh,
for that
NXT, right?
Yeah,
Takeover or whatever.
I think. I don't remember.
Does she? Yeah, I don't know either. Oh man, I mean, I hope she does. I really hope she does.
You really? You hope so? You hope she gets thrown right into the top title?
Yeah, absolutely, she deserves it. I mean, how many times have we seen these NXT call-ups get, like, just kind of thrown to the wayside?
You're fired!
No.
Come on. I mean, right away. Isn't this what we've complained about all the time with WWE and with AEW? Is that they bring people in and then they throw them right to the fucking wolves?
Yes, but it's not like they're bringing her in from like a different company. Like they're bringing her in from NXT. They're promoting her. It's more of like an internal promotion.
Yeah, a lot of people watch Walking Dead. Not a lot of people watch Fear the Walking Dead. A lot of people watch Raw. still, kind of. Maybe not as many of those people watch NXT. She might be a lesser-known commodity on Raw than she was on NXT, and I know she's had appearances on the main roster, but wouldn't you rather get her in there, give her a couple programs, build her up a little bit, put her on a trajectory to fight her way to a title opportunity, not just be put in there because she's a familiar commodity?
My normal answer would be yes, but with the way that they book the women in WWE, I feel like there's really no kind of long game. So if they're going to push her, I might as well I just want to see it happen, I guess is kind of what I'm trying to say.
That's lazy.
A little bit.
11 confirmed that Charlotte did face Rhea at Mania last year. Yeah, everything's running together now. My brain is mush after this year. Stike Leather, I think Charlotte wins the title and Rhea gets her win back and takes the title at WrestleMania. Rob, Charlotte beat Rhea for the NXT title at Mania. Thank you. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting older, man. I got memory problems. What do you want?
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Okay.
Well, I'm not older. I mean, I am older, but not quite as old as
you. Probably aged a lot being in that bunker for so long.
A little bit, yeah. The oxygen levels are a little shady.
Okay. Fun.
Touch and go.
All right.
Say it again.
Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good. Don't need to hear anything else from me. You're good.
5.
Number 5. What the fuck happened to Randy? And when will Fiend make an appearance? Board, chime in on this one. I want your thoughts on this too. Randy's fucking puking up some fucking like he's been smoking for 30 years and all that tar's coming up. Some bubbling crude coming out of Randy. And yeah, I don't. What do you think, Brian? When is Fiend showing up? Is it Fastlane? Is it before Fastlane?
It has to be. I would have to say, it's definitely gonna be before Fastlane. I don't know. What are they gonna do? They're gonna do Randy versus the Fiend again at Fastlane, or
no? That's Mania. This is obviously Mania. Yeah, obviously Mania. And Finn, or not Finn, but Fiend obviously wins this.
He has to. Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely.
He lost. He lost the shit House of Fire match. He lost the Catch You on Fire match. Catch You Outside. So now they're going to their third big match, which would be Mania. And you got to think that if Fiend's down 0-2, Bray, whatever, that Randy is taking the fall for Fiend on this one.
Sure. I guess you're right. He's got to show up. But I just had a thought. What if he's like so Randy set him on fire. What if he's like a Hydra? What if he like comes back and he's actually they add like another part of him and it's actually like it's Bo Dallas, but he's like in Fiend gear and all that shit, and he's just like a second. Just add him to the stable. Whatever. You're not using him. He hasn't been on TV for like 2 years.
Well, what if he hasn't been on TV because he was getting transitioned and he's going to come back as Sister Abigail?
Transitioned. Oh man, transition. Hey, maybe. I wouldn't hate it, but going back to the Randy and Bray thing, yeah, I think Bray shows up, or Fiend rather, shows up before Fastlane. I don't know what the stuff was coming out of his mouth today. It looked like similar to the stuff that came out of Ultimate Warrior with Papa Shango.
Yeah. It looked like Randy got the Rona. That's what it looked like to me.
Oh, don't say that.
The Rona. It's Dana Price. I think it's Alexa versus Randy with Bliss being Fiend powered. Ooh, an intergender match at Mania. Alexa and Randy. Really?
Huh.
I don't see that at all.
I don't know. Perfect 11. Wait, who said that? 11 or Stike?
That's Dana Price. DP.
DP.
Yeah.
DP.
Dick Punch.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Come on. Let's see here. Stike Leather. What happened to Randy reminded me of. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did that. I think Fiend shows up at Fastlane to set up a Firefly Funhouse match at Mania. It's kind of like what he did with Cena. Really? How we finished his long feud?
Huh. I didn't even consider that, but I mean, the thing that he did with Cena last year, was that already last year? Yeah, that was last year. Jeez.
Would they do a cinematic thing?
Yes, I think they would.
With a live audience?
Oh, that's true.
I mean, we're going to crowd back for the first time at Mania.
Right.
You would think that they would be, let's give it to them live.
That would be a weird thing to do with a crowd. You're right. I did not even consider that.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Because that would be cool. Randy's got a huge history. I mean, he's got a whole thing. Like, if they tried doing something that was like a little bit more out there, like they did with Cena, where they showed him with the fucking NWO and doing all these like different versions of him. But yeah, you're right. I don't know how they could pull that off with a crowd. That would be weird.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Yeah.
I guess that's all the topics I had. So the board, you can chime in. I got a couple quick hits here.
Ooh, I love this song.
Yeah, you like it? Couple quick hits, just quick hits.
Yeah.
Ricochet, why? Why have a match with AJ tonight? Why lose it? Why? Why Ricochet?
Because so that he could take that bump from Almos or Almos. What's his name?
Almos.
Almos.
Edward James Olmos.
Oh, is that his name?
No,
that's not his name.
no, it's a dude from the movies. Actor.
Who? What movie?
Stand By Me? No, that's not it.
No, it's River Phoenix.
Not River Phoenix.
He was in Stand By Me.
Oh no, I was thinking about another one. Wait, what's Lean On Me? That's what I was saying, but it's not Lean On Me either. It's not Lean On Me either.
I don't know what's Lean On Me.
No, Edward James. I can't fucking remember the movie he was in. It was something where he was like a teacher and he was like, "I'm gonna help you, essay." I don't know.
I'm gonna hump you, essay.
It's not what I said.
Oh,
but that's a Jeffrey Epstein story.
Yeah.
It's fresh on the brain. I don't know. All right. Stand and Deliver. Thank you, Dana Price. Stand and Deliver. Yeah, that was. You ever see that, Brian?
Never saw it.
No.
Never heard of it. No.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's all good. Angel, another quick hit, and I kind of touched on it earlier. Angel Garza is wasted talent, just like Andrade. And you want to have a big Latino star on your roster, and you've got an obvious choice in him or Andrade. Instead, what are you doing? You're pushing Damian Priest. I don't get that.
Why I don't understand the hate for Damian Priest.
It's not really hate. It's not hate. It's just I see him on this trajectory that I don't feel like is deserved yet.
Deserved?
Yeah, I don't think it's deserved yet. I don't think he's won. He hadn't won me over to be there yet. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's promo, attitude, in ring. I mean, I don't hate any of it, but I don't love any of it. I'm just kind of blah, you know.
Fuck.
I'd love to smoke a joint with the dude. You know, I'm sure he'd be a cool dude to hang out with, but he's just not.
Yeah.
It's not winning me over. I think there's better.
Man.
I think there's much more charismatic talent you can push if you want.
I disagree. So I kind of thought that initially about him in NXT and stuff, but I feel like as he's gonna been on TV and whatnot, that's just kind of his thing. Like a lot of people compare him to almost like a current Razor Ramon, almost kind of like laid back, like a suave kind of.
His knees buckle. It bothers me.
His knees buckle.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right. Quick hit.
Yeah, quick hits.
We had a match tonight. Naomi and Lana versus Mandy and Dana Brooke. You know what? This was 100%. This is like if they were doing like the Raw 25 or Raw Anniversary show. They were like, hey, let's just do a throwback to a Divas match because that's all the fuck this was. It's all the fuck this was. It was like 30 seconds of nothing. I mean, seriously, this was insulting. You have gone leaps and bounds. You have pushed your women's division to where you have made women, like Flair said, the major part of the brand, of the market. Women matches are just as anticipated, if not more anticipated, than the men's matches are now. On NXT, they're probably our favorite fucking part of the show. Some of the women on Raw and on SmackDown are some of our favorite artists, are some of our favorite artists. I'm popping.
No.
Check.
Oh, did he get it?
Can you hear me, Brian?
I can hear you.
Say something.
Yes, I can. Yes.
Say something.
Yes. Hello. Oh, man. Do. I can hear you. I'm texting Rhodey right now. Let's see. Well, I might as well do some other plugs while we're trying to work this out. Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hey! What happened?
From Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rhodey Rod,
Oh, no.
Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Moving forward.
Oh, no.
All right. Anyway, so I was talking about the women's being a fucking diva throwback. So
Yeah.
that's what that is. As I'm smelling the motherboard of my board
Oh, no.
on fire. So yeah,
I could. It made some weird sounds. I don't know if you could hear it on your end.
I could, and then
You did.
I smelt this like electric fire kind of smell.
Oh,
from
no.
The board, and it's completely fucking.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
What are you gonna do? We'll figure it out. I guess maybe that's a good time to kind of call it a night here after we have a major hardware. I'm gonna end the show and cry.
Yeah. Well, while you were doing that, I was plugging patreon.com/MOWP because, we might need a new board now. So.
Yeah, I don't know if they're hearing us. I don't even know if they can hear us now. I think.
Oh, really?
Can you guys hear us on the board?
Yeah. Can you guys hear us? I'll ask them.
Yeah, my $900 soundboard just fried. So.
Oh, I think they can hear us.
They can.
Like I saying, and we back.
Yeah.
Oh.
$900 soundboard just.
Shit.
hit the bed.
We'll have to have like a fundraiser. We could do like a car wash where we wear like scantily clad clothing or something.
This is just the perfect time for me to scale back.
True.
I think sometimes I go too big.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they can all hear us.
Well, we talked about Raw. Any fun dirt sheets you want to run through before?
All right, so there is one I wanted to talk to you about because I'm not sure if you've heard about this. Do you know, Robert, that Rikishi is helping Bow Wow launch his wrestling career? Remember the rapper Bow Wow?
Really?
He wants to get into wrestling.
He does.
He does. He wants to get into specifically WWE. He's been very vocal about it. He's been tweeting left and right. He actually got into a little spat with our boy T-Boz on Twitter, which was kind of funny. But yeah, he wants to go full-fledged into wrestling. That's his thing. And what I didn't know actually is that he's actually shorter than Kevin Hart. Like, there's a picture of them back to back.
Really?
And yeah, I didn't know that either. So apparently he's not. He would probably be a cruiserweight if you would.
I didn't think that was a possibility that anybody was shorter than Kevin Hart.
I didn't think so either.
Ask me if I'd like to see Bow Wow in wrestling.
Say it again.
Ask me if I'd like to see Bow Wow in wrestling.
Would you like to see Bow Wow in wrestling?
No.
So that's happening. That's happening. So that's interesting. And then also I have some sad news. Anna Jay, and Stike actually just put it up on the board. Anna Jay is out for 6 to 12 months with a shoulder injury. She was taken out of the women's tournament. They announced today, and she was replaced by, I forget what her name, Maddie Ranowski, something, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that.
But,
That's sad.
She's out. Yeah.
Well,
she's out.
there's a bright side. They say it's sad, but at least it's not like AEW had a women's division. So,
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
Be nice.
I'm just saying.
Be nice.
Hey, I got a dirt sheet.
Yeah.
You might actually. This is gonna be. You're gonna get all giddy because I say this, but our boy JD Drake is gonna be on Dark.
Yes.
You saw that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that against fucking Eddie Kingston. That's like a.
Yeah.
That's that could headline any indie show.
JD Drake's a fucking phenomenal fucking in-ring wrestler.
So good.
So
I've
good.
seen him a few times in Charlotte, and yeah, I mean that guy can fucking go, and he's a really nice dude.
Oh, he's a great dude. Absolutely trained Kiera. Every time he sees me, he fucking like, hey Rob, what's going on, man? Great dude, really good dude. Anything else?
Let's see. No, I mean not really. Kenny Omega said that he's open for a partnership with WWE. He said I would lobby very hard for a partnership with them.
They would never.
They would never.
No.
Samoa Joe is working on an in-ring return, so that's good. He says I don't have a timetable, but I just want to reassure people that this point. WWE Medical is doing the best for my health and well-being, and I'm appreciative of it. So we're taking our time.
Okay.
So he does have some plan to get back, which is good because I've been wondering that myself for a little bit, and definitely want to see him back in the ring. He's grown on me on commentary, but he belongs in the ring. He still has a few good years left, I think.
So Dana Price saying Sammy Guevara has heat with Impact and AEW. Have you heard that?
I did, yeah. So that stems from apparently he was supposed to go over to Impact and do an angle, but there were some creative differences. Apparently what he had pitched was he wanted to win the X Division title and bring it back to Dynamite or AEW.
That'd be great.
And well, apparently Impact wasn't all that happy about it because they saw it as more of him just using it as more of a prop, and apparently there were some issues there. And so Sammy was just like, all right, fine, then I don't want to do it.
Well, let's just be real. I mean, belts are props.
Exactly.
And they've got no problem taking AEW belts over to their side.
Taking AEW belts. Well, no, I mean they took.
Kenny Omega's been showing up with the fucking. I mean, granted he's AEW talent, but he's been showing up at Impact with that belt.
Yeah, well, I mean the Good Brothers have been showing up on Dynamite with their belts.
What's good for the goose?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, apparently that all that is kind of water under the bridge at this point. I think they've ironed it out. But for a little bit there was a little wrinkle in the whole partnership. But I think it was a small bump. And this is a very new thing that we're doing with all these cross promotional stuff. So
right.
You figure there's going to be some bumps in the road. But anyway,
we'll
things
see.
seem to be okay right now. Yeah, we'll see.
All right. We're going to go ahead and cut the show so I can examine what's going on with my shit and maybe not burn my house down. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, send your best wishes to Adam on Twitter at markedoutaBomb. Wish him well. And we'll update you. If he's not back Wednesday, we'll update you on his status when we cover AEW and NXT. Brian.
Robert.
Nice to talk to you, bud.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure seeing your beautiful face and talking some wrestling with you. And did I mention to you that I think I'm going to watch some Star Wars this week?
I want a book report. I want you to jot down some notes and then give me your thoughts.
I think I might record it and maybe I'll throw it up on Patreon.
Okay.
I'm kind of quarantining right now, so I've got even more time to fucking.
If you haven't done it yet, Brian, you got to watch the opening to SNL from Saturday.
Haven't.
It is laugh out loud funny. Laugh out loud funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I will do that right after we end this then.
Okay. All right. All right, folks. MarkedOutGear.com. Go there. 10% off your order. Marked Out, all one word. That is our final plug of the night. Oh, Marked Out. If you want to see our reactions to Chamber, you can go to patreon.com/MOWP. $9.98 a month for all of our reactions and watch-alongs and original content. I think we have Vengeance Day up, and we probably
Part 1 is up.
Part 1 is up, and we're working on.
So it's like it's like an hour and a half of the show. I think it's an hour and 40 minutes. So we've got the first half of the show, and the rest is coming.
Okay. All right. Sounds great. Thank you, Brian. Thank you guys out there. We appreciate it. Mark out like no one is watching.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
I can't pause it. I can't pause it. Bye, Brian.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded